My older brother disowned me at 14 because he said I was draining the family finances. Yesterday, he showed up at my workplace demanding I co-sign a loan for his business expansion. When I refused, he cornered me in the parking lot, pulled a gun, and told me to sign or die. I hadn't seen Marcus in 8 years. 8 years since he looked me in the eye and told me I was a financial burden, that I was bleeding the family dry. I was 14 years old when he decided I was the problem. Mom had just gotten sick, the medical bills were piling up, and instead of pulling together as a family, Marcus, 5 years older, already working, convinced Dad that I had to go. Foster care. That's where they sent me while he stayed comfortable at home. I'd built a completely different life since then, a real one. I had a decent job as a software developer, a one-bedroom apartment I could afford, and friends who actually cared about me, people who chose to stay. I'd made peace with my family's betrayal, or at least I thought I had. Yesterday started like any other Tuesday. I was in the break room at work when Sarah from accounting pointed toward the lobby. "Is that guy looking for you? He's been asking for you by name for the past 5 minutes," she said. I knew immediately who it was. Marcus looked older now, worn down, desperate, but unmistakably my brother, my chest tight. I hadn't planned for this moment. I didn't want this moment. "Tell him I'm not available," I said, but he'd already spotted me through the glass. He walked straight into the break room like he belonged there. His eyes were wild, searching. "We need to talk," he said, "right now. It's important." Against my better judgment, I followed him outside. In the parking lot, away from witnesses and fluorescent lights, he finally spoke. "I need you to co-sign a business loan, $250,000. My company is about to take off, but the bank won't approve me because of some old credit issues. You have excellent credit. You signed the papers and we're both golden," Marcus said, his voice desperate. I stared at him in disbelief. "Are you serious right now after everything?" I replied. "This is business. It's not personal," he shot back. "Not personal. You sent me away when I was 14. You told Dad I was draining the family. You signed the papers that put me in the foster system," I said, my voice rising. "And I'm asking for one thing now. One, just help your brother out," he pleaded. "No, absolutely not. You don't get to abandon me and then come back years later expecting me to risk my financial future for you. That's not how family works. Or at least, that's not how you treated family," I said firmly. His face shifted. The desperation morphed into anger, then something darker, more dangerous. "You owe me," he hissed, stepping closer. "I owe you nothing," I replied. "You think you'd have any of this without me? Without the family name, the foundation I helped build," he demanded. "You threw me away. You don't get credit for that," I said coldly. He grabbed my arm hard, his grip tight enough to hurt. "You don't understand what's at stake. I've invested everything. My savings, my marriage, everything is riding on this. If this loan doesn't happen, I lose it all," he said desperately. "That's not my responsibility, Marcus," I said, pulling away. "Then that's on you," I finished. That's when his hand moved to his waistband. Time seemed to slow down. The gun was small, dark, and absolutely real. He pressed it against my ribs, his hand trembling with rage or desperation, maybe both. "Sign or die," he whispered. "I'm serious. I have nothing left to lose." My entire body froze. This was my brother, the same person who used to help me with homework, the person who'd betrayed me so completely that I'd spent years in a broken system. And now he was threatening to kill me. "Marcus, please," I said, raising my hand slowly. "Put the gun down. You think I'm bluffing? After everything, you still don't take me seriously," he asked, his eyes wild and unhinged. A security guard appeared in the distance, walking toward us. Marcus's eyes flickered between me and the approaching figure. For one terrifying moment, I thought he'd actually do it. His finger was on the trigger. His eyes were red, completely unhinged, but the guard got closer. Marcus's resolve cracked. "This isn't over," he spat, backing away. "You're going to regret this. You'll wish you'd helped me." He ran toward the far end of the parking lot. The security guard chased him, shouting into his radio. Within minutes, police sirens filled the air. When the cops found Marcus 3 blocks away, he didn't resist. The gun was still in his hand. Now I sit in my apartment, waiting for the court date. The DA calls it attempted armed robbery, criminal coercion, aggravated assault, but I call it what it really is, the final proof that some people, no matter what bond you share, are just too broken to save.